Hey guys, it's Dag, and it is Space Thruster Thursday, which means I'm playing Star Wars The Old Republic. Now, to you, that means that I've got drops that are available, and I've turned them on, so yeah, if you're looking for that little pink speeder up there in the dead top center of my screen, then stay and hang out for a while and get some time towards the Star Wars The Old Republic, because I've got my drop turned down, and you should be able to get credit for it. According to Hoyle Day, that sounds like an early... okay, so Edmund Hoyle was a writer, and he was the creator of card games rules. So if you are playing poker, bridge, pinochle, whatever, any of these card games that are available, there is actually a book that's about yay thick that describes how to play cards. And I have a copy of it somewhere around here. I'm looking on the bookshelf next to me, and it's like I don't see it handily available to show you. But it is card games according to Hoyle. And so if you hear the phrase, it's according to Hoyle, there's someone trying to tell you, hey, you know, this is the way it's supposed to be done. And that's just a phrase. I know I've used it in the past. I haven't heard it for probably a good 30, 40 years. But yeah, if it's according to Hoyle, then that's what it is. I am on Carcori Molz. She is my Imperial Gunslinger, and she has kind of an attitude. She also has Blizz as her companion, which is comedy relief if you haven't had Blizz out and he chatters and stuff like that. She has a couple of different quests. If you're following along, I'm leveling Carcori from 50 to 60. She's currently 58. She's almost to 60 now. But what's happening with her is there are storylines that diverge, and you have a choice of picking which planet you want to go to next. And so I chose, there was Ilum, and then there was the, what was the other one? I have to look it up. The other one is, Shadow of Revan. Okay, so the whole Revan storyline takes, you know, a long time. But I looked up on the some chronological information with regards to the storyline, and Ilum is supposed to take place before you do Revan. And so I'm doing all the Ilum stuff and getting that out of the way, and then she'll be ready to tackle the Shadow of Revan. And that's a whole fun storyline, so we'll get into that at some point. Just probably, I don't know, we might get into it today. We'll see. I don't know how many more quests are in the Ilum storyline, but she has a Flashpoint ahead of her. So we're going to go ahead and, I don't think I've done a Flashpoint on stream for a while. But we're going to, I'll show you how that works in Star Wars The Old Republic. Basically, you go into a Flashpoint, and you end up with your companion, Blizz. In this case, Blizz. I've got a bunch of companions I could choose. And you also have a battle droid that is assigned to you. And so you've got, you know, some companions to help you out, and that's kind of what that's all about. So let's see what this. Darth Malgus, critical threat. Grand Moff Regus, War Council equals request to your immediate presence. All right. I'll
Heading
go.
that way now.
Access granted. Galaxy equals Darth Malgus top priority. Yes, of course. All right. So now I can go in and start this storyline. And I guess I'm going to go over here. Let's see if have I got anything I need to repair and stuff? I guess I'll do that out. We'll see where he sends me. Usually they have like a repair bot or something either just inside.
Should have murdered the traitor when we had the chance.
Hunter at last. Now that Malgus the Betrayer is your prey, do you recall any weaknesses we could exploit?
He waited years to spring his trap. Now it's up to us to claw our way out.
I'm afraid you're right, Hunter. I wasted years serving Malgus. He even asked me to join his treason. Of course I refused, but I should have spit in his face.
A true Imperial would have slain the traitor where he stood.
Regardless, the treacherous dog has stolen our Emperor's cloaked space station and fled into open space.
Grand Moff, Darth Malgus' forces are invading the planet. His ships came out of nowhere and troops are flooding out.
Alert the army. Call for reinforcements. That gutless scum won't embarrass the Empire again.
Malgus has divided his strength by invading Ilum. Now's the time to attack.
The traitor had no choice. He needs Ilum's Adegan crystals to supply his stealth armada.
We can turn this in our favor. A command fighter from Malgus's invading fleet should have his station's coordinates on its nav computer.
Finally, the traitor slips up. Steal one of his ships, and you can fly it straight back to Malgus's hidden space station.
Find me a pilot, and I'll secure that ship.
I would be proud to fly you into battle against the betrayer.
We need the Empire's top pilot for this mission, General.
I was commander of the Emperor's own attack squadron before joining the Guard. I will not fail you.
Then it's settled. General Hesker will help you seize a stealth fighter and fly you to Malgus's station.
I will prepare my ship at once.
Hesker will drop you on the front lines. You must tear through the Betrayer's army to steal a ship from Malgus's fort. This mission is vital to the Empire's future, Hunter. Succeed, and your loyalty will be generously rewarded.
Okay then. So, I gotta take a shuttle. And now this is all turned into one big area. Oh, nope. It's still green over here. Alright, so I've left this area. Now I've got there's a speeder pilot trainer. I don't need that. I do want to, I guess I can't, can I go into the yeah, I can go into the cantina. I was just looking for a repair bot because I wanted to make sure that I could get that done before I jump in. There's a repair bot.
all forms of currency.
Alright, and I've already done that.
Thank you for
still
your
haven't,
patronage.
still haven't cleaned out my bag. So I've been watching a lot of streamers doing their thing with regards to the Star Wars The Old Republic lately, and everybody suffers from bag fatigue. You know, it's like, okay, you're a bag lady, you're a bag lady, over there you're a bag lady. You guys, yeah, we all have to clean out our bags. It's not a top priority. What can I say? I know some people are really good at it. Peep's good at keeping her shit all together. Me, I can't figure it out. I just, nah, not my favorite thing to do.
The Empire is a symbol of strength, respect, and purity. Darth Malgus mustn't corrupt that. Give the word, and we'll rain fire on the traitor's invading army.
I don't know whether you're going to be able to fit through the doors with those shoulder blades there.
There are only two ways back here. Stealth fighter or body bag.
A general of the Imperial Guard does not flinch from a challenge. Once we're over the battlefield, I'll drop you in the trenches. After that, I will provide air support. Now, to battle. Malgus the Betrayer will fear the Empire again.
This one's kind of spread out. If it's the one I'm thinking of, it's like you got to go over here, then back over there, and then you go there, and then you go there, and it's like, okay. So the Imperial Flight Officer. All right, I've entered a flashpoint. Yes, I have. And here comes my support droid. See? Okay, so he's going to help me out. I'm wondering if I should, if you're, yes, I know, I can call him back again. I wonder if I should bring, I think I'm going to dismiss my companion and bring on a different companion. Mako is my go-to, so I'm going to bring her back on board. Yes, I have been, actually. Hi, beautiful. Let's go. And, yeah. So we gotta like get our way out of here.
Republic, but that doesn't mean you should trust them.
So we take a taxi over to the combat zone. So we're gonna do that.
Select an available travel route.
And I don't know whether this is the only one. This is the only Flashpoint that I have run into so far that has a flight that you have to take in order to get to Nevada or get to the actual location. I don't recall it being that way with anything else, but I'm probably wrong because I haven't played through all the material yet. Alright, let's go kill some shit. Hello. Everything's gonna drop stuff, so I gotta... Okay, let's get the big ugly over there. Alright, that made it awful quiet really quick. It's amazing what happens when you can shut everything up. Alright, I can actually do some scavenging here. That's good. Sometimes the game glitches and doesn't let you scavenge when you're in Flashpoints. And I have heard that the only thing that you can do to fix that is to exit and come back. Or to just... I've also heard that maybe dismissing your character might be a good way to do it, but I'm not real fond of doing that. Stairs. Get the guy that's over there. Yeah, that's even safer than where I was. And then we got 3 others. Lovely. 3 others off to the right. Like the way that the support droid just like walks up and blasts something in the face. It's like, yeah, who? We're gonna get it. Bang. Okay, that one's up there. Let's see if I can get to it. I think you gotta touch some stuff up here too. I don't think it's in this. Not yet. There's other areas with guns that you have to like get to, and am I too far away? I'm too far away. So they have like guns that you have to deactivate or destroy or something like that. I didn't even notice that my guy's like shooting stuff over here. He's doing his own thing. Okay, there's a gun panel that I have to touch. So there's 8 of those. Well, 7 now. Just gotta work your way around this area. Kill it all! Nothing left standing. Too far away. That's a little bit of a problem, I think. If your robot goes out of your own reach, then you gotta chase the robot. Alright, so apparently I've completed the first objective. Is this the first boss? No, this is just a big ugly guy standing in the way of moving on.
Good now.
Oh, now he's brought friends too. Great. Miko, would you be a doll and just deconstruct all that stuff? Thank you. Okay. And onward.
The trenches look like an alien shooting gallery from up here.
There's the first boss.
To support Malgus.
Now, if I remember correctly, this guy has ads that come and help him, but I think they're pretty easy to, like, ignore. Or not ignore, but to take down. So I'll save my area of attack for that. Yep, and there are the ads. Big ugly pigs. Guys are still here, huh? Okay. Alright. I think that's the first time I've ever offed the boss before finishing off all the rest of the guys. That's not a bad way to go. I'll take it. Okay, there's another panel up there I have to touchy, so we'll stop here and kill these guys.
Scared of you.
Thank you, Mako. I got one guy in the back that's still like, oh, he's dead now too. Thank you, Mr. Support Droid. Wait a minute, Mr. Support Droid. Bye, Mr. Support Droid. Let's see, how many more of those? I've got... Okay, so I've got... Is it out of 8? It looks like it's out of 8. I can't quite... Either 8 or 9. So either 6 or 6 or 5 of those cannons I gotta shut down. Alright, before I go up there, I gotta clear this... Oh, I got the folks behind me, so we're gonna take these guys out, because there's another cannon there I gotta shut down. Oh, are these, like, out of... I can't see them. In theory, I can't see them. There's something else still. Oh, Mako's shooting her finger. She got her finger. That's a glitch. Go get him, Mako. Maybe we'll move and she'll stop. Who the hell knows? Mako, what were you shooting at? Oh, God. Okay. Someone made the comment, it's like, yeah, the glitches in this game sometimes are like, yeah, that's weird. I'm going, yeah, that's what makes it funny. I guess I gotta come up here. Still not... There we go. And another one of these ugly robots. These guys just have a lot of health. They're not really difficult. Oh, too far away. Try this again. Oh, and we got all the crew that comes out too. Oh, we'll take care of the rest first. Got the one. There we go. Can you zap that, Miko? Thank you. So I got one more of those cannons. Okay. Is this guy by himself? He's just standing over there by the outhouse. Oh no, here comes the other. Okay, he was the right one to get anyway because he was a medic. It's like, yeah, really don't want the medic to get away. My Targets are dead. Alright. Oh, I got some other stuff I need to pick up there. That must, maybe that was what Mako was shooting at. I didn't even realize that. How do you even get up there? I don't know. There was something up there shooting at us before, but let's see if I can get there. Oh, it's all the way around the other side? Let's see if we can get there. That's not a way to get there. Wow, okay. So there's stuff that is up on top, but there doesn't appear to be a way to get up on top. Yeah, it's over there. Those two dudes. And I don't think I can reach it. Oh, maybe I can reach it from here. Can I get close enough? Oh, yeah, I should be able to. Yay! Okay. At least it didn't, like, die in the wall and there wasn't anything to touch, right? That's the part that is the most infuriating to me, anyway. It's like, you end up shooting a boss or something and the guy dies completely inside of some object and you can't touch him in order to get whatever the loot is. And, yeah, that's, that's aggravating. Oh, we got the two guys up on top. So, let's see. I just came from down there. So is there another cannon? Yeah, there's another cannon to my right over here. So we got to shut that one off. Oh, let's get the medic. Sorry, dude, you need to go first. Oh, there's another guy hidden over on the side. All these little nooks and crannies. Alright, so I took care of all the cannons. Now I'll probably say, now you need to kill 50 of these other things. Is there something to pick up over there? I guess the other guy didn't drop it. Either that or he dropped inside of it. And now he's behind, so I can't shoot him. There's another dude behind there. And a roving gold robot. Okay, let's get Rob here. Get him out of the way before he creeps up on the batteries. Okay, that cannon's all dust, so we don't need to do anything with that. I'm trying to think if I need to go over here somewhere. I don't think so. I think this area has been cleared. That's not an entryway. There's nothing in the back here. All right, we're going to keep going this way then. We got these guys we got to take out.
Trouble on the way.
You need to move closer. Yes. Is that close enough? All right, we got those. Got an old robot over there. I don't know how soon that one's going to turn around. Oh, hello. Get these guys to step back a little bit. Can't quite reach that guy over on the far side, so we'll grab these guys. Oh, now we got Robbie. Let's get him before we get the ones on the left. And we got these guys. We'll get all three of them. All four of them. There's one hiding. Hey, I got 59. Ding-a-ling. Oh, and I didn't even see this one being punched over there. It's been pretty quiet all of a sudden. Quiet before the storm, right? Alright, we're going to take out the officer and the gentleman there. And someone way on the other side that my robot decides that he has to just kill. Alright, and we've got this group down here. Actually, I'm healed up enough. Did these guys come back? I don't recall. I don't think they were there before, but they are now, so let's get rid of them. Too kindly to me, like blasting him at point blank range. I guess we just didn't get them the first time around. And we've got these guys, all four of them. Where do you go? He went up there somewhere. Blew him. He must have been up against the legs of the gun or something. With a support mechanism, or support thing for the gun, and he got kicked up against that and bounced. That's pretty funny. Alright, here comes a second boss. I don't know what that is after everything. Apparently it's something I left. Okay, so we got two of these guys, and I'm trying to remember which one you have to get down first. I think this guy... Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the... yeah, the big guy I think is just... He just stands there and blasts away at you. It's the guy on the left that you have to take care of, I believe. We'll find out.
Bring honor to Emperor Malgus.
Oh, he doesn't bounce either. That's unfortunate. Okay, I need to not repair myself, but for my droid, I need to repair. Okay, one down.
Chieftain Velasu Greg, uniter of the Kalish tribes and bane of the old empire.
Yada yada.
What trophy will I claim from you? An ear?
None. Oh, we got turrets. I forgot about the turrets. Let's see, we got these guys. Any more turrets? I think that's it.
Malgus will honor me for your death.
Will he honor you for your own death? That's the question.
Malgus, I have shamed you.
Yeah, you did. Okay, this guy, let's repair, and then we'll pick up the little pink thing. And touchy the panel, and it opens up the next one. whole thing. So we've got, what have we got going on in here? We got a bunch of slaves picking stuff up, and we got these guys with their doggies over there. So we got, the doggies will come up and chew your face off. I don't think the other guys will. So let's go after the doggies first. Oh, they both. Yep, I see that. Dog gone. Oh, second dog. Now, there was, oh yeah, mining supplies. So there's 10 mining supplies to pick up inside of here, and I don't remember where they all are. But they're kind of scattered all over the place. As are all the guys that you have to kill in order to get to them. So you just have to kind of work your way around everything and try to see if you can find the supplies. Slaves are happy. I still haven't seen any supplies yet. It's like a glowy box. We've got plenty of places where it could be, so. This guy doesn't have any near him. Neither does this person over here. Then we got doggies. Doggies and doggy trainers. All you hear is pew, 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 pew. There we go. I still haven't seen any supplies. I thought you'd see plenty of them by now, but I guess not. Okay, oh, there it is. See the box in the back there? That's the mining supplies. Okay, we got doggy here. So let's take care of doggy. And I guess it died. Must have been flash frozen. There's another one of those funny glitches. Yeah, died standing up. Okay. Okay, we got a box. She's... As soon as she finishes dancing on the crystal... That's one box down. I gotta find 9 more. I know there's like a bunch in the next section also, if I remember correctly. Is there one down here? Yep, there's one right in the middle of everything. Okay, so we're gonna... They're all gone. And I got the box. I touched the box, right? Yes, I did. Ray went that way.
Enemy comm channels are lighting up. Apparently Darth Malgus' right hand is approaching Ilum.
His right hand. Just one hand. Yeah, no boxes. Who do you shoot at? There's a box over to the right. Let's take care of that one. With a critter right there. There's probably more guys off to the right. Yep. To get. Now there's no other purpose than to try to get more boxes by going down here. Because these guys won't chase you or anything. They'll just like, they'll leave you alone if you don't pick on them. He just lays down and goes to sleep. I like how they all carry coins. Here, take some credits. Yep, there's box down there and a whole lot of little kitties. So we'll kill all the kitties. It's all XP. And take care of these kitties down here. All kinds of kitties. Meow. One down. Wow, okay. That was a little more of a slog than I thought it was going to be. All right, four boxes and a bunch more kitties up here. Let's see. Oh, a kitty and one Beastmaster. Now, the thing is that the Beastmaster, kitties don't go away just because you kill the Beastmaster, so it's like, yeah, let's get the kitties. Yay, got them all. And I did that because I thought there was another box up here. Surprise! No box. But it was all XP. That's cool. Well, it's cool as long as she doesn't like step on top of something that's like in flames. Now I gotta backtrack all through this cave. Because we need to go out through... There's a boss right here, so we need to go out through that area. Is there another box? There's a box. Oh no, that's the Colto station. Okay. Did I already get everything over here? Pretty sure I did. We'll check. Oh no, there's a box right there. And a bunch of people standing around it, so we'll take care of those. Unkind of you. Stop that, sir.
More dogs! More dogs! More dogs! Come on, more dogs!
Alright. Freed all those slaves. They're all happy campers now. So we're halfway through the boxes. And we got, yeah, we got the twins over here, so I don't think it matters which one you get down. You just have to kill both of them anyway, so let's go do that. Ah! That behavior was unacceptable. Stations there. It's like, oh, I got pretty low. Almost got one down. Die already. There we go, one down. All right, and let's get through here. Is there another box? Any boxes? No boxes. No stinking boxes. And we're out into the next area. This is a good place for me to take a quick break. I will be back in a flash. Hang in there. Hey, I'm back. Okay. And let's see. We got random guys like in the middle of everything. So we'll just like take out this one.
You're
of course, the other one. Now. Oh, and then he's got like he and his little friends. I'm too far away for these. All right. And there's a box. Gotta get that box. I just came from here. Let's go this way. No. Yeah, I gotta go this way. I was looking there going, wait a second, where'd that come from? That wasn't me, that was something else. Now, I know I could like blow through here really fast, but it's like, yeah, it's no fun. Let's take care of this bot over here. Oh, where'd these guys all come from? It's our party! they a patrol that was just like wandering by? Doesn't matter, you gotta kill them anyway. Okay, I guess it was a patrol. I didn't see how they came into the area. I don't know whether they were already here and just walked through, or whether they suddenly materialized out of the air. Anything else over here? Is there another box? There is. I can get box. Hey. Oh, that's where they came from. They came out of this shuttle. Okay. Stupid me. So we gotta go in here, so we'll take these 3, 4, 5. We'll take all these dudes out. Let's put it that way. Did this guy die already? Come on. 1 down. 2 down. 3 down? Down. 1 more. So there are 2 more boxes. So that's a boss. We're not going to tackle him first. We're going to go do the stuff off on the sides. Yeah, so there is the 1 robot and then a sharpshooter off to the side. So if I remember correctly, the sharpshooter was a pain in the ass. This guy hits hard, but this is the sharpshooter that causes more grief. Alright, I'm going to have to take care of the boss. Okay, now we got the bot. And there's 2 boxes here, so I can finish up that portion. Bonus. Right, fine. Destroy the auxiliary generator. Okay. I don't know. I don't remember whether that's in the room on the far side over here. It might be. I know that we got there's a bunch of guys in that room we can clear.
I'm not scared of you.
Another robot. And probably the same thing. We've got another 2 or 3 guys that'll jump out. So let's, yep, gotta go inside. Looks like you really do need to take care of the guys off on the side, or else your support bot's going to be spending all his time working on them. Let Mako do her magic and zap that robot. And we got this guy over here. That's fun. All right.
Huh?
And we're ready for this boss. And he's got his sharpshooters. If I remember correctly, he gets sharpshooters appearing every once in a while. So you get rid of these guys, but they're just going to come back. I think that's what happens. Let's find out. Yep, see, some more of these guys back. So we gotta get rid of them.
You alright?
Leave her alone. Back to the boss. See, I gotta move over here. I even click there. I'm out of ammo. That's what the issue is here. And it takes a while for that to build back up, so it's like, He is going down.
Okay.
Another group. And there he goes. Yay! That was a slog of a fight. Oh, I got some new pants. Yay! And I got a new arm brace. And what's in here? Bunch of crafting material that I don't need. Okay, whatever. And let's keep going. Looking to see what my other requirements are. Oh, I got to turn off the generators, don't I? Did I, like, completely phase on that? Or the generators are coming up? Maybe they're coming up. Alright. And here we are with something coming right at us. So we're just going to take care of it. He says, just. Okay, so it looks like here's where the panels are that I have to touchy. So we gotta get all the way over there. This is a kind of a long ass flight, flashpoint. Yeah, I don't remember ever doing this one on stream. I don't remember. There was something in this room, and I don't recall what it is. Let's take care of these guys. Go find out. Oh, besides another gold star. Okay, well, that's one way to figure out what's there. Oh, I guess combat droid was taking care of another guy inside. So what's in there? XP.
We can't breach the shields. Disable the generators and we'll come in heavy.
Alright, you do that. Let's get this guy to come back a little bit first. Alright, I need to pour myself another cup of coffee here, so hang on. That was my first cup of coffee for the day. Finally finished it. It's like, okay, 2 cups, and then I'm done for the day. So, I keep a little thermos full of coffee. Slurp it in. You can hear it. Yeah, there we go. All right, now I've got enough caffeine. Should be able to power my way through the rest of this. That's better. The other one was getting cold. And off we go. I don't remember what's down here. Oh, the generator or something. Okay. More paratroopers.
I'm not scared of you.
To take care of the doggy, I guess? Okay, we'll get the doggy. 2 doggies. One doggy down. Alright, what's back in here? More doggies. Just a doggy? Oh, this is the auxiliary generator. Okay, that's way in the back. Oh, that's the final stage. Okay, we're not going to go do that yet. We have to go do the other ones and then come back. That's right, I forgot. This isn't linear. You have to go here, there, and everywhere first and then come back to this place. All right, at least we cleared the doggy. These paratroopers are not strong at all, they're just annoying. It's like, oh, let's throw some other shit up here in order to kind of make sure you don't get too far. Like, dude, really? Got enough stuff. Okay, this guy doesn't do anything special. He's just in the way. I don't remember... Oh, there is another guy in the back. That's right. Okay, we'll get the guy in the back, too. And they're both gone. And this is one of the control panels. So generator B is taken care of. I guess they were expecting us to take care of generator A first. Those guys are all dead, so I don't remember if there's another... Is there another guy down below here? Oh yeah, there he is. He's in front of... There's two guys. Three guys. One down. Alright, generator A has been taken care of. And we just got all this litter everywhere. Well, we'll go over here. Because these guys are here, so we might as well take care of them. Do a full clear, right? This guy's got a shield. And, oh, we got Robbie Robot in the back. I don't think he's going to come out here, though. This guy's probably got friends. Yeah, over on the other side. There's the friends. This is the last panel.
Good work. The shields are down. Bombing run on my mark.
Okay, we got this Robbie the robot here. And the Marauder decided to show up. Can you scan that for me, Mako? Thank you. 455 scavenging. Woo. Mako to do some farming here. Hey Malter, how are you doing this evening? Oh man. Ah. Twitch ate half the message? Uh-oh. You mean your message to me or the message, my message back? Well, I'm sorry to hear about the construction. That's always... Got it. Okay, now I get it. So hopefully the blaster fire doesn't cause more migraine. Or else you can put on headset and it'll mask the hammering and shit that's going on next door, right? Ah. Oh, I hit 60 and I got a new ability that I have absolutely no idea what it's about. Oh, that's good. So it's better today than yesterday. That's always good. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate the follow, because, yeah, I'm still trying to get to affiliate here. Every little bit helps. What am I doing? I can't see in. That's what I'm doing. There we go. Now I can see. I am lucky in that I've never had that as an issue. So if you ask my wifey, she'll tell you I've got plenty of issues, but migraines doesn't seem to be one of them. So I'm thankful for that. All right, where does this go? Is this where I'm supposed to go? Yes, I am very glad. I have, my younger years, I dated someone who got massive migraines, and she was all about being in the dark and, you know, don't talk to me, don't touch me, no, yeah, it was bad. So I sympathize. Let me see. That doesn't sound fun at all. All right, we got Commander. Okay, is this the final guy? No. Am I doing this out of order again? Okay, so we got a Sith Marauder off to the side. We got the Commander in the middle. So let's get rid of these off. Oh, there's a medic. Medic goes first. All right, time for the medic. Die, medic. Marauder. Oh. Get away from me. At some point, I gotta figure out what those other two abilities are that got dumped on my bar. Because I have not seen them before. Are you dealing with the diabetes as well? Because that's a pain in the ass. Oh, bummer, man. Sorry to hear that. So are you on daily meds for that, or is that you having to take insulin shots or a pump or anything like that? What level is it? 1, 2, 3? Yeah. Well, take care of yourself, because you're the only self you've got, right? Let's see. I got to override the security panel. Yes, that's the security panel, so we'll do that. I still don't know whether I'm in the right area. I seem to think this is the hangar door. Yeah, gotta take care of number one. Otherwise you can't take care of all the rest. I learned that lesson a long time ago. I have successfully maneuvered through raising 2 kids, 2 boys. Both of them are in their adult years now. And I retired 2 years ago, and my wifey just retired last year. So, yeah, we are trying to make sure that we take care of ourselves because we want to now enjoy what we've got left, right? And it's like go this far, work our asses to the bone, and then not be able to enjoy it. That's not going to be fun. Okay, I still don't remember. Is this the last guy then? Auxiliary generator. Oh, that's the auxiliary generator. Well, I'm 64, so I got a couple more years on you. Let's see. I got to do shuttle story flashpoint, shuttle to the complete the found. Oh, I'm doing that. Complete flashpoint. Flashpoint, locate the stealth ship prototype and Crystal Fortress bonus. Oh, final bonus. Final stage, destroy the auxiliary generator. Okay, this is the auxiliary generator? Yes, okay, so this is part of the bonus. All right. Oh, I see something over there. We'll find out. Hey, we've got everybody. Hello, everybody. How's it going? This is so typical me. It's like I take more damage just getting rid of the mobs than I do doing the actual bosses and stuff. It's like, damn it. Or some other dudes over here I gotta take care of. Because if it looks like there's a boss there, but that may not be till the very last, who knows. Ooh, I got the kitty without everybody else. That's a treat. So I'll just have 3 of these guys to deal with over here. Yeah, I didn't get very far with Diablo. I even downloaded the new one, Diablo 4, last year when it first came out. I didn't even create a character. I just like, yeah. I think part of the issue is that none of my friends were playing Diablo 3, so it was like I didn't have anybody to do any of the bosses with. I heard the story is really good, but again, I just couldn't get into it. Plus, I've got too many other balls in the air. I've got all these other games that I'm playing, so it's like, yeah, this is enough. Couldn't get through the first couple of bosses solo, and I never did figure out whether I had to go back and just like grind for more gear or what the story was. Now you see why I brought Mako instead of leaving my other healer, because that would have been just nasty. All right, did I get the panel? Not yet. I got to touch it still. on me. Jeez. Dude, that was impolite. If this thing would ever stop beating on me so I could, like, go someplace where I can actually hit it, that'd be good. Now I'm out of reach of the repair stations. Not a good idea. This is going to take a while. Pounding. Ow. Where's that coastal station? There it is. Come back over here. About 50% down on this guy. Mako's doing okay, so I don't need to worry about her. This coastal station has come back up, so I'll be able to heal off a bit. Below 20%. Dude, that was impolite. It's a cool game, especially if you like storylines. And, oh, what was in that batch of stuff? Oh, an upgraded helm. Yay! I'll take that. And it looks like I got another bag of shit that I can't use. Here's something really useful, and then here's a bunch of stuff that you can't use. Alright, I'm glad I took that guy on. I actually started the game, my main game that I play for myself now is World of Warcraft, and I started playing that in 2005. And the game I started in 2005, and then this game I started, yes, actually, yeah, it does have a very good storyline, I think. The game actually started like around 2010, I think, was when it came out. And I picked up the game back then it was a DVD, right? And I played it for a few months and then kind of got bored. Oh, I remember that. But I got you beat there. So my very first game was playing Star Trek on a console, a teletype console, in connection with our community college's mainframe. And so it was one of those things where a buddy of mine and I would go in at lunchtime. This is in high school. A buddy of mine and I would go in at lunchtime, and we would play for, you know, I think we got through maybe 15 or 16 turns in an hour, because you had to put in the coordinates. That's where you're trying to, like, you know, get the ship to go to a particular quadrant, and then you had to give a command once you arrive in the quadrant, tell it where to aim and all of that stuff. And yeah, that was fun, but it took forever to play because we were doing on a teletype, and, you know, it'd take a minute or so for information to travel there, and then for it to come up with the stuff and travel back and type up. And yeah, it was fun though. So that's my little claim to fame. I tell people, it's like, yeah, I played games in high school, man. I think it was written in Cobalt or something. Well, that would have been 78 was when I played that. So if that sounds familiar, yeah. Oh, 81. Okay. 84? Yeah, I already graduated from college. So. I've been around a while. I've seen PCs start from nothing, which has always been kind of a fun thing. And some of my friends that I went to school with were in the first part of the PC generation. So one of them was, his father was actually the first marketing manager for Apple Computer. Oh yeah, I remember using a cassette to store stuff. Yeah. My first computer, my next door neighbor in college was one of the Fry brothers from Fry Electronics. I don't know if you remember Fry's Electronics, but yeah, he was the electrical engineer. And the story is that his dad actually started gave the boys, there were 3 brothers, seed money for the store. And they went ahead and started the store. And yeah, my buddy from school, he helped me build one. Well, no, I get that. That's very cool. It's like, hey, I want the game to do this, not that. Cheat codes. Did your own.
Stealth fighter's tracking me. No, it's a command ship. He's skilled. Somebody get this scum off. Ah! Shield up! Engines blast! I'm going down! I'm going
down, I'm going down. Alright, we got a robot, Robbie the robot over here we gotta take care of. And let's get him out of the way. Probably he's gonna have friends. Really? No friends? That's surprising. I have not tried it. I did take programming classes in school and stuff, and yeah, did that. Ah, cool. Well, definitely need quality assurance. Oh, this fight.
The Empire sent you.
Gotta hate this.
I have seen this moment. Welcome.
This is just outright annoying because
Ilum is stained with Imperial blood.
You gotta figure out which one to kill.
Your army falls to the superior strength of Malgus's force. I'm afraid I was forced to swat down your attack squadron. Troublesome brats had the gall to bomb my base. I hope they weren't friends of yours.
Aside from a traitor to the Empire, who are you?
I am Darth Saravan, right hand to Emperor Malgus, emissary and friend to the Voss.
She seeks your stealth fighter.
Thank you, my dear. Tal Sako is a Voss mystic. Soon she will experience a vision of Voss prosperity.
So you're doing
Malgus.
You're doing like data analysis work as well.
Your precious mystic won't have any visions if I cut her down.
Raise your hand against a Voss mystic, and their people will turn against your empire, sealing its demise.
I will survive to watch this battle. I will bow to the victor.
In that case, I will fulfill your vision for the glory of the new empire.
Okay, so
Tal Sako,
I'm going to take out
observe
guy
how
on the
I
left
destroy
first.
the Imperial scum.
Probably ran into the same issue that there have been in the past with yeah, I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing there. There were issues with Excel.
Your death, the
Yeah.
Voss will join us.
Hopefully that works out, because I've run into issues where you don't necessarily have everything work out in Excel. There's been some bugs in the past. I don't know whether they're still there or not.
Diplomacy doesn't permit much bloodshed. How I've missed this.
Got him with a flank shot and see if that keeps him from phasing in and out. I don't think it will, but I'll give it a shot. Oh, he's throwing shit at my robot.
Gotta be more careful.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? So that sounds like it works then. Where is he? Oh, there he is again. Ouch.
SWTOR, I have failed you.
Yes, you did. And I didn't get another upgrade, but that's okay. I'll take the garbage they give me. Yeah, if your laptop can actually handle it right. God, I was talking with Wifey last night. It's like my laptop is probably a good 10 years old now, and it can barely crawl along. I actually tried doing one of my stream edits on it one time, and it choked and just gasped for air. It was like, no, that's not working. Well, maybe he was milking it. That's a possibility, huh?
Darth Serevin was a false friend. Now he is gone. I wish it had been you.
This is Heska. Repeat, this is General Heska. Do you read me?
I heard Serevin shot you out of the sky.
I ejected at the last minute. My injuries are minor, but my ship was a complete loss.
Inform the Grand Moff that Darth Serevin is dead, and his stealth ship now belongs to the Empire.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's not just the storage space though. It's, you know, constant demand for more cycles and stuff. Like doing the edits, I use DaVinci Resolve, and I can't run that on my laptop. There's just no way. And the computer I actually do the streaming on, I built myself, and it's not a slouch, but it's getting to the point where it's kind of
Prison will teach Malgus's supporters
it's kind of
that
like
the true
lagging.
Empire can be merciful
I can tell
too.
that I've got to shut other stuff off in order to be able to do my edits.
My family joins the Empire.
Grand Moff Regus already plots our next assault. Secure the stealth fighter and prepare to slay the false Emperor.
And that is that. So I finished it. Yay! Can I exit? Is this going to take me back to the fleet? I hope. Maybe. Apparently. Or back to my ship. One of the two. And I'm back. Yay! Sorry, I talked to this. I didn't talk to that guy, but I finished it. Yay! So I need to go and turn this quest in. And we'll see where that leaves us. I wasn't expecting to have a Flashpoint take 2 hours today, but it is what it is.
We were just speaking of your exploits, Hunter.
The traitor Serevin deserved his death. The Voss made him weak.
Thanks to you, we've secured his stealth fighter, complete with coordinates to Malgus's cloaked station. General Heska is prepping it for your final assault.
Yeah. Now that's funny. Yeah. It's like, where'd they go? Where'd they go? You know, it's like the guy, I forget the guy that plays not the battle. I forget what the battle games are, but he was a sniper in the army, and he knows how to aim and stuff. Yeah, that would be really tough if they based it on a faster CPU or slower CPU or oops, that wasn't well thought out. Someone didn't think about more what is it, Mars Law or something like that. Yeah. We must attack now. Let's see. Yes.
Now this will realize our plan if we don't move quickly.
The cell fighter will be ready shortly. But first, moments after Darth Seravin's defeat, we received this message from the betrayer.
Congratulations, Regus. Your servant has won Ilum, but victory still eludes you. I have harnessed the Foundry's power. Once its droids assemble my stealth armada, I will crush what remains of your empire with one blow.
Well, the play them still is the part. I've got a few games in the cabinet that's behind me over here that are ancient history, and I've kept them just because. Oh, there's a streamer, I think he's primarily on YouTube, and he was in the Army as a sniper. And he's an older gentleman. I think he's actually older than I am. I think he's in his 70s. And he gets on and he plays some of the battlefield games, like I forget what the name of them are because that's not my thing. But he's a console player, and he gets on there, and he knows how to shoot someone from far away. So I mean, if you watch any of his videos, he's like, you know, aiming above, and he knows how to do it and stuff. You've been collecting them for a while. See, I don't have time to play, so I tend not to buy them, and that's probably a good thing. So, but yeah, I've got games behind me over here. I might pull them out and share with them sometime. I'm in the process of building out a new place where I'm going to be streaming, and so once I get that done, I'll have all those games in a shelf by myself. Yeah, I grew up in a hunting family, but I was lucky enough not to have to go to war, thank goodness, because that would have been Vietnam for me, and I was right at the tail end of Vietnam, and luckily I didn't get my number called. So yeah, I was in the draft and the whole thing, so that would have been ugly. Let's see.
What is the Foundry?
An alien space station built to construct technology on a mass scale. We must escalate our attack plans. The stealth ship you seized is ready. We fitted it with a homing beacon.
I'm going to see if I can find the guy that I was talking about real quick.
You to the betrayer station. Once you're safely inside, we will attack. Today, an empire will fall. Ensure that the casualty belongs to Malgus the Betrayer.
Yeah, mine was... we had subscription, which is the mandatory draft, and luckily my number never got called. It actually ended like 6 months to a year after I got my draft number, so I was lucky in that I didn't have to go through that. I'm checking to see if I can find who it is that the guy that I was looking for. I may not have him subscribed on here. Let me look, see if I can find him real quick. Older sniper. Here he is. Grandpa Gaming. So GRNDPA Gaming. All one word. And he's on YouTube. He plays Battlefield 2042. And yeah, if you want to get a kick out of someone who knows how to actually fire a rifle, he would be the guy to go check out. But he's on YouTube, and it's GRNDPA Gaming, and yeah, he's a blast. If you can check him out sometime, that'd be a lot of fun. And I finished this quest, yay! So now I have to go and do the False Emperor, but I am not going to do that today. So oh, see. Yes, Grandpa Gaming. Yeah, check him out, because he's a blast. He's fun. And we will...
Thank you for your patronage.
You're welcome. We'll take care of that. So I am set up next to do another Flashpoint, and I am not going to be able to do that today, because I have other real-life stuff that I have to go deal with. So we are going to end it here today. And before I'm going to go away, but I'm going to see if there's someone else that we can raid to, because I like to support small streamers and you know, give them a little love out there, because we all are trying to entertain, and it's fun to meet people. Hey, nice to meet you, and have a nice evening, huh? So I'm going to find out who else is on. Let's see if I can find. I've got 9 folks. And let's see if I can read who it is. Ah, okay. So this guy doesn't need any help. Oh, here's one. So I'm going to bounce on over to another Star Wars person, and we're going to raid them next. So this is going to go over there. And yeah, she's going to go over there, and that's where we're going. And Mrs. Filibuster 500. Oh, is she? Oh, she is. I thought she was doing... she was doing Star Wars yesterday. Let's go find someone that's doing... I know who's doing Star Wars. If I don't see you before the next time I see you, have a good day. Have a good afternoon. Have a wonderful evening. Love you all. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the follow. I'll see you soon. Bye now.